going to turn now to North Korea, where there are new pictures overnight of the secretive regime of Kim Jong Un, who appears to be trying to send a message with a new public display of military hardware. A massive parade last night showed off the North's newest nuclear hardware. And for the second time this week, this is interesting, Kim also put his daughter and possible heir on display. Here's Elizabeth Palmer.
Kim Jong Un, dictator and family man, brought his daughter and wife to the military parade, which featured more intercontinental ballistic missiles than ever before, designed to reach U.S. targets. In 2022, he ordered more than 90 missile launches, a record, and watched several personally. While in South Korea, just across the border, U.S. Space Force, with powerful satellites and radar, was watching too. Lieutenant Colonel Josh McCullen is the commander.
We're using overhead satellite systems to continuously monitor for an actual launch.
While Kim Jong-un has often attacked the U.S. with words, he's only tested his weapons. But that in itself is plenty dangerous, as they can explode in flight. Last October, warning sirens sounded over northern Japan when a North Korean missile streaked overhead.
An overflight of Japan, for example, always poses a huge risk, especially whenever you're developing a new system, as North Korea is often doing.
Debris is a real danger.
Debris is a real danger, for sure.
Real enough that Japanese school children were put through a duck and cover exercise earlier this year. And then there's space debris.
A re-entering satellite looks very similar to a re-entering missile.
If the North Koreans saw something like this and thought it was an incoming U.S. missile, they might retaliate with lethal consequences. So the U.S. government puts out warnings and hopes North Korea's paying attention. Meanwhile, last night's parade is a not-so-subtle hint of what's in store for 2023.
I think the pace is going to maintain or potentially increase.
Pace of missile launches from North Korea.
I just think it's going to be a much busier year. But it's 100% why we're here.
The U.S. and its allies will be scaling up their military exercises, too, in a region already so tense that the price of a mistake or miscalculation could be war. For CBS Mornings, I'm Elizabeth Palmer in Seoul.